Hi, and welcome back to Purposeful Woman podcast. And today's episode, we have Batista. Batista is the founder and the CEO and president of Dr. Fitness International, providing individual and corporate wellness programs worldwide. And I'm so happy to have you, Batista, today with me.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here too.
Lovely. So, share please with us your story, your soul, your story.
Beautiful. My favorite thing to talk about. I'm actually a former professional dancer. I danced my whole life, ballet, flamenco, and the thing is I had a lot of injuries, okay? Now, one of my passion is spirituality, and so when I was not dancing and having a life of glamour on stage, I was with all my injuries, I was at the doctor's appointment and, ice packs. And then, of course, anytime I had free time, I was in some type of meditation class. I studied Gnosis, Kabbalah, comparative religions, you name it. But what happened is one day I woke up. It's kind of like I had a moment of clarity. I was in a meditation class. The topic was body, mind, spirit integration. And I woke up. I realized, I've spent so many years in meditation and learning about the power of the mind and spirituality, and we can manifest our lives. And I was very healthy. I was always health conscious. I was a dancer. I was successful businesswoman, but my body was falling apart. And I had so many injuries and I had tried everything conventional, everything not so conventional, and nothing was working. So I made an intention. I put together all the tools that I have ever learned about manifesting, and I prayed, and, we did mock-up boards. I brought together a group of people, and the purpose was to find the piece of the puzzle missing between body, mind, and spirit. And for me, it was the body at that moment. I wanted to get my body back. And lo and behold, the next day I met Dr. Fitness USA. And Dr. Fitness USA is actually the foremost expert in the world in strength training and body design. And he introduced me to his strength training system. And everything was very strange. I didn't quite understanding. Weightlifting was not in my consciousness. But I prayed, and there it was. So I hired him. To make a long story short, within a couple of weeks, my injuries disappeared. So I married him. I made a career transition, and it's been 12 years. I'm 61. I'm pain-free, stronger than ever. And that's what I love to do. I love to teach women and men, but women, specifically to be strong and beautiful with strength training.
Oh, I love that. You married him. This is so great. All right. So, what would you recommend what would you say you will do differently with the information that you know right now when you was just
Okay.
starting out on your journey?
Yeah, well, that's a good question. In fitness and in my life as a performer, it was always about no pain, no gain. The show must go on. You push through. And I learned that as a woman, really, we need to not do that. Because we're estrogen based, we need to really acknowledge our emotions, and we need to stay connected with our inner being. So for me, things have changed. Even though I leg press 650 pounds, yes, ma'am, 650 pounds, it's comfortable. I always seek to do the workout in a way that it's comfortable and also ergonomically safe.
Interesting. Ergonomically say what does that means?
What does that mean? Yeah, so ergonomically safe, it means that you work the movements in a biomechanically correct form, and
Mhm.
that your body is grounded and supported, that your spine is supported, and that you're not doing like a lot of crazy things like what people do in fitness, That's what that means.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, yes, yes. Sometimes I watch at people in gym and it's just like break my heart. I'm
Uh,
like, you can't do that. And you can't just come and say, well, I do say now, but like now there's no gym in COVID, but it's just, uh, I feel you. Okay. So what would be your then number one advice for those who are just starting out in fitness and don't even know where to start and what to do and what to pick, which, avenue to even go to and
Yeah, so
for
of course
themselves?
there's so many misconceptions in fitness. And so, I would say really research and get a mentor, because in fitness, everybody's their own teacher. And a lot of people are not realizing that it's like anything else. You learn it. If you want to be a dancer, you need a dance teacher. If you want to do martial arts, you need a martial
Hmm.
artist. So find your field and get a teacher. But in fitness, everybody thinks that you can do whatever and it's okay. I say make a decision of what you want. Do you want to be stronger? Do you want to be pain-free? Do you have bad posture? Do you want to rehabilitate your posture? Do you have injuries? What is it that you want? And then research the mentor, the teacher that can take you there. And when you do that, make sure to look at the track record of that person, because there's so many fads and so many people have answers, but they really don't have a track record. And the last thing you want is to get hurt, and there goes your good resolution, right?
Hmm. Okay. So great. And what would you recommend if, let's say, for those who are working out right now, just like working in front of computers, and what we get to do to be stronger, and what we can do to prevent ourselves from having a back pain or our shoulders.
Well, that's a really good question. I just so happened to have put together a little 5-day package. It's called the Zoomed Out. Are you zoomed out? Get your body back. And it's a 5-day roadmap of just very small things that you can do each day that will take just only 5 to 10 minutes a day, but that will start getting your strength back, and releasing the tension in your neck and releasing the tension in your lower back. Because when you're sitting for long hours on the computer, what happens is the back of your legs, the muscles shorten, and that start pulling on your lower back, and then you'll have back pain. So in that 5-day roadmap to making big changes, you get really 5 to 10 minutes small exercise that you can do that will really change that. So that's what I would recommend.
All right,
You
so
download the 5-day roadmap.
all right, well, just share with us then how can we download it and how our audience can find you.
Oh yeah, so you go to drfitnessinternational.com. Dr. Fitness International is INT.com, and right there on the homepage you can click on Zoomed Out Challenge, and you can download it. And then of course, if you want to connect with me, you can connect with me on social media, or even schedule a complimentary consultation. I'd love to hear from you.
Wonderful. Thank you. And I have a last question that I ask everybody on this podcast. And the question is, I want you to fill in the blank in the sentence. If you really knew me, you will know that I am blank.
Oh, if you really knew me, you would know that I am actually very soft and empathetic with people, even though I look tough and I leg press 650, but I am actually a softie inside.
I love that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Batista, for your
Thank you.
wonderful knowledge. And it was great to have you today. And I would love to hear, if you've been watching or you've been listening to this podcast, I would love to hear what is your favorite workout, and what is your best tools that you found to prevent ourselves from sitting too long and getting injured. And send us a message to +1 401 399 4105. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye. And if you love this episode and you would love to see more of that, click the subscribe button to Purposeful Woman Podcast. And don't forget to text us to stay in tune with the Purposeful community for awesome tricks by texting to number +1 401 399 4105. And we will link descriptions in the episode to all of that we mentioned today. Bye. Turn your one day to day one with a purposeful day.